Crocs, I hate their shoes. I just want to tell you guys that real fast. I do not like the Crocs shoes. So if you guys are Crocs lovers and love their shoes, sorry to offend you, but I'm just not a fan of their shoes. But you know what? The stock, I've been pretty bullish on their stock since it held above the $12 area, and I've seen their earnings, and their earnings are really good. And I've told people for a while that this thing is a $20 stock, and that was, all the way back here, and it's came close to it a couple times, and it's sold off. Still hasn't hit my $20 target yet. Just it's came within a few cents of it, but it's looking like it may want to try and retest this double top, and it might want to go and retest the 52-week highs again. We'll see. We'll see if it can happen. We'll see if more people want to buy these shoes. I would think not, but apparently the long-term chart says otherwise. The long-term chart says that more people like the shoes than don't. So I guess I'm the alternative opinion here, the contrarian for the stock. But I think the stock goes higher. I mean, looking at the chart, I mean, you can't get married to a stock, and you can't bash a stock just because of some type of product. Is my point here, is that even though I don't like the product, or I don't like the company itself, really, the chart and everything itself just tells me it's going higher. So technically, a guy with my opinion would say, or you would ask, why don't you short the stock if you don't like it? But it's not that. So one of the first things about trading is I look at the chart first. So that's what I always think that you guys should do too, is no matter how much you think the company sucks or whatever product they have sucks, don't fight the trend. Don't fight the don't fight the chart here. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this thing's a potential buy. 1750 is the or right near the 50-day EMA. The 10-day EMA is 1722. Pretty good amount of support here. The 200-day EMA and the SMA is down here. There's a lot of support here. There's a nice void for this thing to be filled all the way up here to the previous 52-week highs of about 1961. I think this thing's going to start popping here. The 10-day and the 50-day EMA are about to cross. MACD's looking good. RSI's through 50. I believe we're going to see a big move here real soon. So I'm going to go out as far as saying that the stock here is a buy on this little bit of a break. I'm going to try and draw this trend line in here on a break of the 1766 level. So if this thing can crack 1766, I think it's a potential buy. Your first target being 1850, and your next target being 19, and then possibly even 1961. There's a lot of room here to move. Your stop loss is going to be 1720. So, it's a little bit more of the risk reward is good, but there's a little bit of some downside risk there on the stop loss. So, don't go too heavy. It is a $17 stock. It's not too risky. It's not like a penny stock that can get cut in half or anything. But, I'll tell you this, though, that if it does lose that 10-day EMA, there's a lot of room for it to fall still. There's that little bit of a double bottom there. So, this is definitely one of these volatile stocks that I wouldn't say go in too big. There is always a risk in this type of stock, especially if the market doesn't look that great. But to me, it looks like we're setting up here for another test of these previous highs, and I just don't see why it can't happen. But this is where I'd put my stop, though, for sure. So you have this being your risk down here, and this being your reward. I like that setup right there. About 17. Actually, 1710 will probably be your best stop, but I'm going to go ahead and just say 1720 just to play it safe, just because the trigger is about 1766. There's still just this excellent risk reward. We all know what this company is. You can read their financials. Financials are good or whatever, but the chart looks to me like at least we can get this out of it. And after that, possibly a breakout and hit that $20 price target like I think it is in the long term. And then I can maybe raise my own price target. I'll play Mr. Analyst if I need to. But yeah, I think this stock is a $20 stock, and it looks like we may even try to get there again real soon. So